Hello, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 80, I believe this is. And we are just waiting for our stuff to get built here. This is the rocket silo that we're working on. I think after that we want to start planning out our... Yeah, I think we want to start planning out our steam generation room. Let's go ahead and start digging out some of that, actually. Any and all of this. Any and all of this is fine. So we're going to combine our steam generation room for our steam rocket. We're going to combine that with a liquid oxygen production facility. That way, as we launch our steam rockets to do more research and discover more about the world around us, we're going to pair that with liquid oxygen production, so that way when we move on to the next stage, we'll already have a little bit stored up. It's not going to be much, ultimately, but every little bit will be fine for us here. Let's go ahead and sweep up some of this. Just little efficiencies like that are part of the joy of the game, in my view. But at the moment, we're just having things on fast speed, waiting for people to get done. That's the main thing we're working on. How are we doing over here? 36.1, 35, 36. Right. This regolith is a little bit hot. This is fine, though. These are at acceptable temperatures. Anytime we want to move stuff, we can just ditch it from here. Select it as sweep, it'll go into here. Whoops. Go ahead and grab any of that. After a meteor shower, we should just go back, sweep up, grab any and all of this. Okay. How's this coming along? Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and finish out this. What did this say? Sedimentary rock. I'm running low on sedimentary rock, apparently. That's fine. We're turning a lot of it into coal, essentially. We can go through here and change our settings. Or we could just dig out more sedimentary rock. That might actually be not a bad idea. Is there a lot of sedimentary rock sitting around that we can just dig out? We don't really care. We can always just switch this to igneous rock or literally anything. Granite, igneous rock. There's some sand that we might want to pick up. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit of sand for our glass industry down here. And while we're at it, oh, that's part of the reason. We have no sand. Let's just not run glass at the moment then. We're just going to run everything off of regolith. And yeah, I think we're going to go through here and we are going to switch this from... Yeah, we're going to switch from sedimentary rock to virtually anything else would be fine. Sandstone works. Dirt might be the best thing to go with, since dirt is pretty much renewable. Let's go ahead and do that. Same thing with hatchlings. Dirt. The hatchlings as well. Oops, there we go. And for stone hatches, we have more options. At least we should have more options. I'm back on hatches again somehow. Hatches, hatchlings, stone hatches. Probably just want to run some igneous rock in here. In fact, though, I'm going to change this. Like so, and we're going to have a hatch and hatchling one. Copy settings across here. And then we are going to have a stone hatch one, where we will be feeding them igneous rock. And stone hatchling. igneous rock as well. Copy settings on this. Like so. Alright. I don't really care about my sedimentary rock supplies. I just want my guys getting fed. So we'll just leave it at that. There's a lot of other stuff we can dig out here if we really want to. There's space to work with. I don't know what else we want to build in our base at the moment. I think it's mainly just finishing up this stuff. I think that's the priority. Okay. So let's think a little bit about how we want our steam system to work. I would like this whole area to be a vacuum, essentially. And that way, any gases that get in here are just going to be... We're just going to have them all be steam. So if there's any gas to pump out, we're just going to send it to a storage place and pump it back into our rocket when it comes down. That's the plan. And we'll have a separate steam room which will also be supplying this area. I think that's how we're going to capture a lot of this stuff. Let's go ahead and... Where does space exposure begin? Here. Okay, so we can safely dig out all of this at this point. We'll go ahead and start working on this as well. Can they reach out here? I think this is just a little bit too far for them. So I want to kind of plan this out a little bit. Dig out like this, I suppose. Does this work? I think this will work. Alright. Let's dig out this as well. And we're eventually just going to seal this all in, and the only way we're going to be able to walk in here is with an airlock. That's going to be the plan. We will sit our bunker doors right here. Is that correct? This should be a distance... We want this to be a distance of 40, so we're going to dig out a little bit here. We'll have a little bit of area that we need to fill back in, but not much. So let's actually cancel this top line right here. And instead we are going to dig out right here. Alright, there we go. And we'll go ahead and start digging out across here as well. And here. And you know what? Go ahead and dig out this area. I'm fine with that. This is all a little bit hot, but it's not too bad. Where are these germs coming from? Just the people handling them are a little bit germy. I'm fine with that. Okay. So that is all proceeding. This is going to be our water storage area for heating up into steam with each launch. We're going to have some pumps somewhere up here that are going to pump into our steam storage area. That steam storage area will then empty back out into the rocket. And this whole tube is going to be under vacuum when not recovering from a launch, basically. Go ahead and slap down a bunch of oxygen filtering. How are these doing? These are doing fine. Alright. And let's dig out these as well. I think we should be able to reach all of this. Go ahead and deconstruct this. I don't really want polluted oxygen getting in these. We do have a little bit, but it has no germs on it, so I'm fine. Germy polluted oxygen, not what I'm looking to do, though. Because that just adds a lot of hassle to the... This is unreachable. Alright. We should have done this in a different order, then. Not granite, I suppose. Igneous rock. Alright. This is all going fine. Any of this excess stuff we'll designate as sweep. Okay. While we wait on that... Yeah, we'll need to do a little bit of scaffolding here. No big deal. A little bit of mafic rock. Like so is fine. And we'll also do a spot of mafic rock right here. Alright. Let's go ahead and mop up this area. Let's check on the rest of our base for a moment. How are we doing with oxygen? This is fine. Not fantastic. Could dump a little bit more water on here. Let's enable this building again. This will pump some water in here, and we have a lot of polluted oxygen that's going to flow out then. There's a little bit of slime lung in here, which is not what I want to see. I think just because we have algae with a little bit of slime lung in it, and that's creating the issue. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this just for aesthetic reasons. And we'll replace it with tile. This is all up and running just fine. Don't need any more of this. Alright, so we got this oil to fall down, and it pumped some CO2 up to here, but they've all eaten it at this point. It also forced some natural gas out here, it looks like. That's fine. These guys don't have anything to eat, but they're wild, so they should be fine. They'll live. Did we find anything interesting out here? Nope, just that. Sure, alright. We've dug out this area. We could set up some heat shielding here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Sure, let's go ahead and work on that. While we're at it. More ceramic, please. Shield up our base. Just want to free up Wheezeworts to go be somewhere else, ultimately. Because that's going to be... Cooling and heating are going to be a big order of the day going forward. Some germs up here. Let's go ahead and slap down just a tile. And then oxygen, deodorizer, deodorizer. Looks good. How are these guys doing? Cramped? 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 Cramped. They're all cramped. Well, we have a solution to that. It's called eating all your children. We're very good at it. Just like so. Noodoops. Nope. Onward. Set this down a little bit. And improve the priority for now. Anything else we want to work on? Yeah, no lime is a big issue. No fabrications queued. No, 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 no. More ceramic. More ceramic. Get that going. Okay, so we have this area dug out now. I think we can set a pipe across. It's a little bit tricky because of the way this is set up, but it's not that big of an issue. Do we want to rearrange this as well as we work on that? We could. Not sure we want to, though. Let's go ahead and actually dig out... How do I want to tackle this? I don't really want this liquid up here. Let's go ahead and dig out through here. And we will set up a little bit of scaffolding as we do so. Let's go ahead and use Mafic Rock because we have tons of the stuff. Just like so. And we're just going to have this be another level, essentially. And fill it with these liquid reservoirs. That is the plan. Job mastery. Nicola. Perfect. You can now be an architect. Not really getting a lot out of this natural gas. We could connect up this line as well. I wouldn't be averse to that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that as well. Let's go ahead and fill back up this area. I want to make use of this resource if possible. So, ventilation, gas pipe. We're using insulated gas pipe with igneous rock. That seems fine. Let's stick with that. And we'll have this just run down here. And we'll do a gas bridge. Like so. And let's go ahead and do it like so as well. Insulated gas pipe, let's stick with that because this could be kind of hot. And just connect it up to here. Fill up this area as well. I don't really want to start rearranging this area quite yet. Mainly we're just pumping coolant out. And that doesn't take much rearrangement, but because I think we're ultimately going to shut down this plastic operation. Take out the diamond, take out the gold, all these nice resources that we have tied up here. Put them somewhere else. Streamline our operations somewhat, probably by bringing this ladder down. Also seems like a good plan. Job mastery. Meemaw. Meemaw working hard. Tenured scientist sounds great. Go work on that, Meemaw. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to clean up around this base. Now is the time to do it. Okay. Yeah, they're just going to continue working on this. Let's... Oh, no. Stinky. Why are you out here, Stinky? Go ahead and dig out this. Alright. Why is your back sore, Stinky? Dig out this and designate all this as sweep. Designate all this as sweep and sweep and sweep and sweep. I'm not sure we want to use Mafic Rock for this area right here. We can, though. This is all pretty close to pumped out at this point. I think we're just gonna seal this up, open this off. We do want this area closed as well, though. Okay. Deconstruct this. Well, we still have a lot more stuff to do, I suppose. But we'll need to build an airlock to start working with this area. But not right away. We're fine with the way things are at the moment. Okay. Go ahead and sweep up this as well. Yeah, because Mafic Rock, the reason I don't really want to use it as the background tile for this rocket area is that I'm not convinced it will withstand the heat very well. I think maybe something like obsidian, something that just has a higher melting point, is safer. The rest of the thermal properties don't really matter a whole bunch. And maybe we just do it out of obsidian. So let's work on that. Utilities, drywall. Set up some obsidian here. I'm tempted to just do it all across here, just for OCD reasons. Sure, why not? And we'll set it up here as well. In fact, we're just gonna set it all up across here. It's wasteful, I know, but it'll look good, and that's what's important. That's the most important thing, kids, that it looks good. Once you have that down, you're set. Oh, we need to copy settings for all this. Has this stuff been going somewhere else? If so, that's quite bad. Granite at 103 degrees. Okay. That's not ideal, but that's fine. Steel, abyssalite at negative 25, not that that matters. Okay. Copy settings across there. I'm not sure if this stuff went somewhere we didn't want it to. But that was a bit of an oversight. Yeah, this whole area is just a little bit hotter than we would like. Alright, I think I'm going to cut the episode here. I think that we have made some pretty good progress here. And catch you guys in the next one.